Hello everyone, Jorge here with Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies. Nexus for linking, Nexus for connecting. And today's video is about the Amazon Web Services. Okay, what specifically in AWS? I'm talking about the EKS or the Elastic Kubernetes Service. What is that? It's a cluster. And what is a cluster about? What is the Kubernetes? The Kubernetes is basically think about it like similar to a hypervisor, right? So you have the base layer, the under layer, the platform. And in there, you're going to deploy many containers, Docker containers, and microservices. I'm talking about microservices, right? So you can throw web servers. You can throw basically, if we're talking about blockchain networks, most blockchain networks are based on containers, Docker containers. Those nodes, those peers are based on containers, right? If you're talking about AI, a lot of AI systems are being thrown on top of the Kubernetes. So basically, we got Kubernetes on the underlayer, and then we got blockchain networks. Maybe we can have AI systems. Maybe we can have web servers on top of this, and then we are doing basically microservices. You're isolating, scaling fast. You are deploying all kinds of applications. So why are we doing this? Because pretty much everyone, the entire world now is starting to use Kubernetes, right? And I have a career path for you. Okay. What is the career path that Jorge is talking about? I'm talking about the platform engineering, right? Now you see platform engineering dedicated to AI. Why? Because now people are they're struggling to find people to customize these GPUs and these AI custom systems to make well use of resources for the AI systems to work properly with Kubernetes. So that's something that I've seen now lately. I also see platform engineering for blockchain technologies. Wow! And what is the main component of platform engineering? Well, basically Kubernetes, and that's why I'm teaching Kubernetes, and I'm trying to get you started with using the public cloud services like EKS from Amazon, AKS from Azure, and the GKE from Google platform. Okay, so just think about this for a second before I get on with this video. So basically, you're gonna be learning cloud native first. Okay, and by learning cloud native, you're already learning Linux, and not just learning Linux, you're learning public cloud, right? And why are you learning platform engineering? Because you still need the base layer. You still need the infrastructure. So whether you're doing blockchain, AI, web service, who is not using Kubernetes, right? A lot of companies out there. So that's why I'm focusing on the public cloud for now. So you can land in a job. You can be competitive and maybe go into the job market. And I'm making the job easier for you because I'm giving you blueprints, a PDF with a step-by-step of how it works or how to do your labs. Aside from the PDF, the blueprints, I'm giving you these videos. And if you sign up with my community, Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies, which is only $399 Canadian, so maybe around $300 USD, I'm not sure. So basically, you're gonna have access to me, so you can talk to me directly and to my community because I'm not there alone. I'm there with other people who have experience over 15, 20 years in the IT industry or information and technology. And what is our community about? Well, we teach cloud native. We make cloud native, which is many components, right? I'm gonna show you here. So check this website, cncf.io. All these companies are cloud native companies. They have different functionalities. They focus on different things. Some are networking, some of them in automation, orchestrating, some kind of maybe similar to hypervisor or hosting microservices. So check it out. Check the CNCF. It's a famous website. Okay. So what is the public cloud? Amazon Web Services, Azure Entra, Aliva VAS Services. You go also Google Cloud Platform, right? So because a lot of people start listening to cloud agnostic, cloud computer, right? Public cloud, virtual private cloud. So by the time you say cloud over here, cloud over here, cloud over here, people is like, nothing is making any sense to me. So just remember this. You're gonna focus on cloud native technologies, which are all these different software companies, applications. And cloud native is basically microservices. So instead of having one software all packaged into one thing, you can split all those different systems or sections of the software into many different areas, and you can have better security, more redundancy, scale faster, develop more securely and easily by integrating, by not integrating everything into one little thing. So you can isolate the web server, you can isolate the front end, you can isolate many different things. Okay, so cloud native is really popular for scaling, for security, for redundancy, right? And what I'm teaching is, with me, you're gonna have a career, you have a path. What is it that I'm teaching you? I'm teaching you how to be a platform engineer. Okay, so you're a platform engineer and you're developing blockchains, you need containers. If you're working with AI, you need Kubernetes to make the GPUs and all these custom settings that you need to basically customize to make the GPUs and hardware resources to be used properly. Okay. So from here, doing platform engineering, you're gonna have many different roles. Because remember, the platform engineer have basically a lot of communication with the DevOps team, but the platform engineer is basically a full stack. Okay, the platform engineer knows about everything, pretty much everything, right? But he's not too involved with IT operations. The DevOps thing is, but as a platform engineer, not really. You talk to the DevOps team, okay? And you're also involved with the site reliability engineering, which they do more of monitoring and performance. The DevOps thing is more about automation, right? Developing the applications that they need to work on, the software, having communication with the IT team. So the IT team talks to the end user and see what is it that they need or how they can improve things. But the platform engineer is a full stack. You become everything. And what's the main layer or the main topic for a platform engineer? It's Kubernetes. And what is Kubernetes? Well, Kubernetes is part of the cloud native. So basically, you have a career now, a career title, a platform engineer, and you're gonna learn cloud native. And by learning cloud native, you're learning Linux, and you're also learning public cloud. How amazing is that? You got a way forward, no competition, and in jobs like can pay you up to. And let me show you here real quick. Q careers. Let me go here. Q careers right here. This website. These jobs that pays up to $300,000, $265,000 USD. That's a lot of money. Most of them are over 130 for sure, right? So you get a career, platform engineering, we focus on Kubernetes, then you're learning cloud native. But if you're learning cloud native, you're learning Linux, you're learning open source, and also you're learning public cloud. And what about if with me, and you have access with me, you're gonna have blueprints, you're gonna have videos, and on top of that, right? In the future, we're gonna do consultancy work together with Cloud Underground. Cloud Underground have a system that they call the Drop Squad. It's a model that they have. And if you show to me and to them that you can deliver work and you're learning the hardcore stuff, most likely we're gonna give you some work. And not just that, you have a team. You have a team in here. So in the team, if let's say there is no work, but you're learning, you're innovating, right? We're gonna develop applications in-house, which we can do like a white label. And then if we have together between all of us great ideas, we develop this. You do the front end, you do the back end. I take care of the cloud, whether it's on premise or public cloud. And then we host it, sell it, market it together, and marketing together. The network is the power between all of us. And that's why I love personal branding. That's why I did this. So I partnered up with Cloud Underground. I brought these ideas with N2, aside from their own ideas, and we're combining here experience now. Experience, community experience. That's what I learned from Web3 and from my sensei Nato, which is my mentor. You're gonna have access to him. But if you sign on with me, I'm gonna take care of you. And you're gonna have my WhatsApp number. You're gonna have direct contact with me. Of course, I have my own life too. I have stuff to do, but I'm gonna be there to support you. So again, you gotta listen, maybe review this video, platform engineering, main career, cloud native. Why? Because you learn public cloud. It's the best way to learn public cloud easily. And also, you have learn Linux, and then you can do consultancy work with us, or we can develop applications in-house where you can profit and share. If you sell, well, our sensei over here, he's not looking to be rich through you or through me. He just want to have a small portion. He's going to host the system, the store for us. Maybe you host your own stores. We also have something called the Nexus Underground, which you can host maybe in this little box. You can host it here, have an store at home if you want to on the cloud, and then do your own sales, whatever price you want. But you have to be part of the family. You have to be collaborating. You have to be sharing. You have to show work, right? If you don't do that, then maybe this is not a place for you. All I know is that AI is supposed to be smarter than you and me together in 5 years. That's why they say it's not me. The data is saying that we're going like this. Tesla is already making 100 million cars a year. Okay, robots. They're planning on making 1 billion robots every year. So it's going to be a lot of job replacements out there. And AI is going to be smarter than all of us, the entire humanity, in 5 years. The future is, or you're competitive, you innovate, or you stay behind. It's all up to you. I'm just telling you where we're going. So since Kubernetes is like the base layer, right? Like the hypervisor, let's call it something like that, okay? And then you throw on top blockchains, and blockchain use microservices like containers. Wow, you need that. Okay, fine. AI needs Kubernetes. Wow, you need that. Okay, cloud native is open source. Many tools. Well, you need that. Everyone's using microservices. Wow. Public cloud. Who's not using the public cloud? What about if I show you how to cluster a Kubernetes cluster in the cloud with a Kubernetes cluster, in the public cloud with AWS. So you're going to cluster Amazon Web Services Kubernetes cluster with Google cluster, KAS or Kubernetes, and then you cluster also Azure, maybe Alibaba, and then an on-premise. Now you have a multi-cloud or Kubernetes cluster working all together. So if one cloud goes down, the other one takes over. I'm talking about public clouds, right? And if all the public clouds goes down, maybe the on-premise clusters, they take over. And then what about if you learn all this? How to use all these different public clouds for Kubernetes, right? Which is going to be hosting applications of all kinds of applications. And then you learn how to cluster all these clusters of clusters and all these applications in the public cloud and on-premise, right? That's awesome. And then let's say now in the future, maybe you want to cluster these clusters with blockchain technologies, maybe, right? Or maybe you're going to cluster communication. So you have authentication through a blockchain for the clusters. You have authentication for the application with blockchain in the future. So the thoughts and the innovation and the creativity is here in this house with Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies and the DevSecOps Dojo from Cloud Underground. This is the place to be right now. This is the place to jump in right now. This is the time. This is the time for you to do it. Otherwise, as a front end, listen, with front end, you can do wonders. Listen, you can ask ChatGPT to do anything, and then you can say, okay, why don't you run this page? Look, I'm hosting this locally here, right? And ChatGPT did this and can do pretty much everything, right? So what will you actually non-learn cloud native technologies, a platform engineering role, and the latest of the latest, which is blockchain technologies at AI. So if you come to my website, right, for you to sign up, if you want to sign up, LeCloud.ca, right? Find the tab for Avalos Cloud Native over here. And let me put myself over here. And then read about it. Find more information about who we are, what we do, right? And we preach about cloud native, we preach about cybersecurity, we preach about blockchain, we preach about smart contracts and AI. That's the latest of the latest. And we are coming now with some amazing tech stacks that no one is talking about. Top level skills for only $399, lifetime membership, access to me, right? Blueprints in a PDF, these videos. I mean, it sounds amazing to me. And then not just that, you're never alone in the dojo. If I'm not replying there, someone will get back to you. Hey, mental health. You know, we know it's hard. It's hard to give. It's easy to give up. It's hard to do the job, right? Personal branding. I'll show you how to do personal branding. Exactly what I'm doing. I discovered this year that personal branding is something huge. It's amazing. You could be you teaching here, anything you know, any skills you may have. I show you what tools that I use and my techniques, which is nothing like fancy, to be honest. Opportunities to do work with us. You show us work, we can hire you, right? You have like a family here, real connections, okay? Do not compare this with university. University is not teaching you the top level skills that you need today in this market. And the market is getting harder and harder and harder. Prepare for the future, of course. Who's learning Kubernetes? It's hard. That's why they pay $300,000, right? Money isn't the goal. It's about freedom, building skills, and finding yourself. So mental health, family, consultancy work, daily growth, never alone. What else do you want? The only thing you're missing is to sign up and say, yes, I want to work with Jorge. I want to work with his community. I'm going to show you my private dojo over here for Cloud Underground, where we have daily discussions. You can see here, everyone is discussing every day different stuff, right? Right. And then over here on the bottom, I have my section for Cloud Native. Now let me go on the skills forums. And then in here, we show you the platform engineering role, and we tell you step by step what to do. Step by step. You don't have to be researching this, spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Okay. So so again, so you can see AWS, EK service, Azure, right? You can review all these, why hosted solutions are good, why turnkey solutions are good, right? So Kubernetes as a service, it saves you time and much more, right? They manage stuff for you. And it's super nice and easy. I have my first video, it's actually free for anyone out there. Go find it. But you know what? You can find it and try to do it and try to do the job yourself. But the community is what has the value. Access to people, communicating and sharing, and having a model that works for everybody, not just for me, for everyone. Everyone wins. Okay. And then we'll give you the blueprints. I'm gonna show you the blueprints over here, right here. So the video is attached in here, and you follow step by step how to do the networking. Because I saw a lot of videos out there for training. I say, well, everyone just teach with the basics, the default networking, which is sometimes it's not what you need, but it's okay. Okay. So what else can we talk about here? I think I'm gonna have to make a second video for this because it's already 16 minutes and I didn't want to delay anyone. But you know what? No, maybe I just continue over here. That way, you know, because you need to be listening to this. If you don't listen to this and you don't know where you're going, you don't understand it, that's why you will never engage. But if you're listening to this, platform engineering, okay, I got a career here. That's a role. Okay, cloud native, okay, open source. Why? Because everyone's moving to open source, especially Kubernetes on the layer. Okay, the base. What goes on top? Other technologies, fine. Okay, and now I'm gonna use public cloud. Oh, I'm gonna learn public cloud. Okay, great. So now your resume, your skills goes like this. And then, okay, I know what platform engineer is. I know what DevOps that, automation, DevOps that automation, developing, they communicate with IT. Boom. Okay, SRE, okay, performance, monitoring, platform engineer does, they relate to both. Okay, good, excellent. Layer, automation, good. Because platform engineer is a full stack, right? So then your mind start like, wow, I think I can get this. I can get this. Okay, I know what he's doing. He's developing the layer because everyone, no matter what, the layer, the infrastructure, everyone needs that. Okay. I think I'm getting the concept of Jorge. I think that I know what he's saying. I got what he's trying to do. Yes. So in the future, we're gonna deploy blockchain technologies on top of these Kubernetes services that we're working on. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Those containers, automation. And then we're gonna cluster all these different public clouds and on-premise clusters, all these Kubernetes services in Google, in Azure, Microsoft Azure or Entra, and Amazon on-premise. We cluster them together, right? And then we say, okay, let's shut down Amazon. Boom, Azure took over. Okay, let's shut down now Azure. Okay, now Google took over. Okay, let's shut down now Google. Okay, the on-premise took over. And then we test it and see how it works. By that time, you're gonna be a genius in Kubernetes. You could be marketing yourself with me, all of us together. Then the leads are gonna come to you, or through him, or through them, or through all of them, and then to me. And then I help you how to do the contracts. We'll land and work together. We'll land and work together. We become a team, a family that we can trust each other because we're doing the work, the hard work. And we help everything that we do automated. And then we help each other. And that's how the leads are gonna come. A job for you will come, maybe a big contract, a company will come, right? Or maybe the applications that we're gonna be selling will come, or the consultancy work will come through any of you by networking together. Did you get it now? I hope you do, because this is the most beautiful way of working, by working together, by innovating. And not just that, now integrate the blockchain. What's the hot topic right now that's booming everywhere? Blockchain technologies. Forget about cryptocurrency. Everyone's talking about cryptocurrency these days. Why are you focusing cryptocurrencies? That's just one piece of the puzzle for blockchain technologies. Blockchain is a network that works peer-to-peer with high encryption. And there is centralized enterprise blockchains, which is exactly what I'm doing because no one talks about it. And I'm giving you this tip. Everyone talk about decentralization, which you cannot control. Anyone can throw one smart contract out there. And one smart contract is basically one application. So you got smart contracts equals applications. Blockchains equals network, peer-to-peer, right? A ledger, the accounting book, the database of transactions. Immutable. You cannot change whatever after you stamp that transaction in there. You cannot change that. It's stamped in there forever. And before you stamp that transaction in there, there is a process of choosing what computers will do the transaction, which is hard to guess. And before you put the transaction in there too, there's many other encryption methods back and forth. Impossible to reverse what happened in there. So that's why blockchain have a lot of power. Imagine now that you, between all this cluster, between on-premise and on the cloud, you have an authentication method using blockchain for the systems and the network. And then you have an authentication method for the applications to use blockchain too, right? And then you have an authentication method for the users using blockchain. And on top of that, you throw AI on top of that to make things more smarter, right? Smart as much as you can automate stuff. AI will detect anomalies, for example, right? Or behavioral, right? With machine learning. And then on top of that, you come and you say, okay, now I wanted to maybe you start playing around, your imagination just start taking over, and you say, wow, I think that I want to basically make Bluetooth work with blockchain or infrared or wireless technologies. And now I want to use that blockchain for connectivity somehow. It's possible, right? Actually, now that since this video is going so long, I'm going to play a video that I made yesterday. So you can help you to motivate and do exactly what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to play this one here, okay? Hopefully you can hear the audio over there.
Earth to Mars, come and learn real tech with us. Welcome to the future of application resilience and connectivity, where no cloud, no on-premise data center, and no network shutdown can stop your applications. Imagine this. Your applications aren't just running on AWS anymore. They're part of a multi-cloud Kubernetes supercluster, spanning AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, each with its own Kubernetes environment, working together like a powerful digital army. But it doesn't stop there. Cluster of clusters, from cloud to on-premise. Once deployed across these public clouds, you cluster of clusters. You link your multi-cloud deployments with your on-premise infrastructure, testing extreme redundancy and scalability for your apps and pods. Even if one cloud provider goes down, or your entire on-premise setup crashes, your apps will keep running. To stop them, they'll have to shut down all the clouds, all the on-premise infrastructure, and even the entire internet. Decentralized power with blockchain nodes. But why stop at the clouds and on-premise? Next, you extend your Kubernetes supercluster to the blockchain. Imagine your Kubernetes worker nodes running as blockchain nodes, ensuring that your infrastructure is decentralized, peer-to-peer, virtually unstoppable. People from all around the world become peers in this network, helping sustain and grow the infrastructure. No single authority can pull the plug. Your network becomes the people's power. Unbreakable connectivity, from Bluetooth to satellites. Connectivity reaches a whole new level. Your pods and applications are now linked via Bluetooth with short-range communications, low-band and high-band networks for regional connectivity, and even satellite networks for truly global reach. No internet? No problem. Your apps remain resilient, bouncing between 5G, low-frequency IoT signals, and space satellites like Starlink, ensuring no part of the world is unreachable. Earth to Mars, the next frontier. As humanity reaches for the stars, so do your applications. One day, when we establish a colony on Mars, your Kubernetes cluster will follow, linking Earth and Mars in a cross-planetary network. Even if the clouds fall, the on-premise systems crash, and networks falter, Your infrastructure won't stop. It's decentralized, peer-to-peer, and resilient. The only way to shut it down, they'd have to shut down the entire internet. And even then, your nodes might be running on a satellite somewhere. The future is unstoppable. This isn't just about managing clusters. This is about creating a resilient, decentralized, peer-to-peer network that spans the globe, links through the blockchain, might even reach the stars one day. Your apps will run no matter what, because they belong to the people, powered by unstoppable technology. Let the future of Avalo Cloud Native take us beyond the clouds, beyond borders, and beyond planets.
How was it? Amazing, eh? Oh. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, how was it? Amazing, eh? So what about, this is where creativity gets like, you get to the fullest. The ideas start coming the moment you are working with people that are innovating, the moment you're educating yourself, right? So we're talking about Mars. Wow. AI, blockchain. This is all cool stuff, the latest of the latest. I want to play this video too to motivate you a little bit more, because this is magic. This is what keeps me alive too. It keeps me like going, excited to innovate, to be part of something good, something amazing, something like, this is not like cartoons or just like wasting your time. So I'm gonna play this video real quick here.
I rented a $17,000 lens to capture the Starship launch in detail. Here's how it looked.
Try stronger. Unlock your dream with Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus technologies, and with the private DevSecOps Dojo from Cloud Underground. Imagine a world where hard work meets passion and dreams become reality.
To Mars, the next frontier. As humanity reaches for the stars, so do your applications. One day, when we establish a colony on Mars, your Kubernetes cluster will follow. Imagine this. Your applications aren't just running on AWS anymore. They're part of a multi-cloud Kubernetes supercluster, spanning AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, each with its own Kubernetes environment, working together like a powerful digital arm.
I like to do this
These 30
when I see something like that.
the rocket that put people on the moon. This is the moment the booster separated from the Starship, allowing Starship to continue into space while the booster returned to the launch.
Working.
Follows Nexus technologies and Cloud Underground, bringing people together.
Unstoppable cloud and blockchain supernetwork. Decentralized power with blockchain nodes. But why stop at the clouds and on-premise? Next, you extend your Kubernetes supercluster to the blockchain. Decentralized, peer-to-peer, and resilient. The only way to shut it down, they'd have to shut down the entire internet. And even then, your nodes might be running on a satellite somewhere. The future is unstoppable.
So this is the power of personal branding, right? To be more creative, not to have so many
The unstoppable cloud
regulations or something that stuff that sometimes stop you from learning, stop your motivation. So personal branding, you could be doing the same thing that I'm doing. This for me, it fills me up like so good. Like it keeps me like super happy every day. The moment that I open my eyes, I just want to wake up. I want to learn. I want to see this stuff that people is doing out there. And this tech stack that I came out with about blockchain, Kubernetes, platform engineering, I came out with this. I crafted all these, and I see that there is not a lot of people like that, and there is not a lot of people talking about this. crafting blockchain with Kubernetes, open source, cloud native, public cloud, on premise, talking about Mars. And you know what? You saw my video there. I was driving, and you see that I have a Tesla, and I did my research. My car, my Tesla car, have actually Kubernetes built in. It's everything on microservices, and it also have AI. So if Tesla, my car, have Kubernetes, containers, microservices, AI, what would you not be learning what I'm trying to tell you here and to get with me? Because I cannot do it alone. I need you too, right? And I need my team who's working in my dojo with me. They're working on the different areas. Remember, we do cybersecurity, we do AI, we do cloud native technologies, we do blockchain, right? And you could be part of something huge, something like a lifetime opportunity for a one-time paid membership, like one time only. This is not like 50, 60, 70K that you're gonna go to university and come out from there, and then you maybe not even finish. You may drop out a few months after, 2 years, 3 years, life events. Who knows, right? So I don't think that you're not going wrong anywhere here. Community, mental health, top layer technologies, Mars, Kubernetes, extending its capability, application resistance, everything, internet. They let them cut the internet. If we have satellites, we have peer-to-peer connections through phones every 100 meters, Bluetooth, or maybe we extend Bluetooth to work, I don't know, 300 meters, or we use WiMAX, or we use wireless, or we could be our own internet, just like how the internet started, peer to peer, and have many systems in everywhere, and making it resistant and scaling these applications to never fail. Always have communication. I know it sounds hard, but it's possible. Um, what else? I was talking to my sensei Nato, my mentor. We were talking about how he used to have a previous brand called Nokia Phone, and that Nokia Phone basically he attracted a lot of hackers. And I landed on that group many years ago, 4 years ago, and now he started a new brand called Cloud Underground. This Cloud Underground, he attracted a lot of military people. Now we study behaviors in here, right? Behaviors of personalities, or how military is all like trained, structure, one mission, one focus. Hackers, we are like open-minded. We handle stress differently too. They handle stress differently. We are resilient, really resilient. Some of them are really resilient too. Like, I'm not comparing who's good and bad, but how now we are meshing, we are mixing this knowledge, this experience, behavior. This is more about psychology now. This is when I'm gonna go here right now. Okay. So in my area here on the skills forums, right? We're gonna have this is just one of the chats, but remember, you get blueprints and you got a team here. Let me find personal branding. I go one where I help you to learn what I listen to for me to what helps me a lot, my education, because it's not just the technical. You need more than the technical. You need a brain. You need something to motivate you. So here, Jorge's motivation. Okay. So in here, I share exactly what I went through in my career. I'm not gonna tell you it's easy. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay. So look here, I show you Jordan Peterson, so you can listen to his lo-fi's. Search it up. It's like free. It's YouTube, right? But he tells you, go and clean your room. If you start cleaning your room, something is gonna change through the day. It's gonna be better, right? And then he says, make it beautiful. So you're listening to sounds, right? And maybe you should play this for a second here, from here. Enjoy it. And this is exactly what you're gonna get with me: motivation, education, facts.
Something. Because otherwise you're disoriented. You just spin around in circles and then you suffer. And so do people around you. It's not a good solution. Orient yourself towards something. You have to figure out what it is. What will work.
He's a good Canadian man, psychologist. He been out there facing a lot of troubles too. Then he had this one about clean your room, then you make it beautiful. And then my sensei Nato, he said, build all the things. He said, build as much as you can, because when you're building many things, you're learning. Okay. And he also says, if you build, they will come. That's exactly what we do here. We build, and everyone comes, right? And if we build many things, more knowledge we have. You clean your room, or you clean your desk, you clean anything, the system, and it looks better, and then you make it beautiful. That's how I see it. So I'm teaching you my experience, the way I see things. This is life, science, psychology, technology all together. And I want to share that with you because it hasn't been easy. It's never easy. But you know what? We found a way to hack the mind, to break your brain. Break it apart, put it into pieces. And now I'm doing this with the technologies. When people talk about cloud native, wow, this is just something huge, right? Let me break it apart for you. And I'm making you to read 1, 2, 3. I got it. I'm gonna keep going. I love what I'm seeing here. This is better than YouTube, better than anything else out there. Then David Goggins. Everyone knows David Goggins. And then I shared this one about Carl Jung. You know him. You probably hear about him. How I went through a phase where I was questioning everything: who we are, where are we going, why are we here, all that kind of stuff. And then I was going through a phase, and to doing that phase, which was this year, I feel like, wow, this is exactly what I was living. I listened to this video a few months after. I was like, now I understand. Now it was a mission, a purpose, and I was connecting all the dots: technology, personal life, politics, psychology. And I say, okay, I'm wrapping all this nicely together. And now I'm coming with new tech stacks, new technology. For me, it's a new technology. I gotta come out with a name, because the idea that I have, I think that I want to call it the super dark cloud internet, or something like that, dark web internet, because it's amazing the ideas that I have right now. And I show you tips every day. Listen to Jim Rom, really good too. Let me see what he's saying over here.
Here is one of the most important lessons in life to learn. Life and business is like the changing seasons. And the real challenge of life is to learn how to handle the winter and take advantage of the spring.
So winter is coming. What about if we show you how to handle the winter? And I'm not talking about real winter. I'm not talking about snow. I'm talking about, hey, take advantage of what you could do with your time. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? And the situations and everything else. So yeah, it's a lot of information here. This is brain hacking. I love that. I love that concept. We talk about, let's see, I have something for the salary somewhere on here. Let me see if I find it. AI, we got a special channel for KAS, or Kubernetes and AI, influencers to follow, the learning pioneers. I'm just trying to find the one for salaries. I think it's on the top here. I already show you that. Yeah, I already did at the beginning of the video. Okay, so what else do we got here to show you? The video is 38 minutes by now. We're gonna remix. I'm gonna show you what tools that I use to post all these shorts on YouTube and broadcast it all over social media. I'm gonna share that with you too, because you want to be your own boss. You want to create your personal branding, and you need to create your company. So personal branding is one thing. Your company is another thing. Because personal branding, we just on the open, on the while on the internet. And I learned that you cannot, don't mix a business all together under one brand, because this is for me to talk to you and be me, be Jorge, right? I'm not gonna be talking like that as a business. By doing this, leads will come for selling apps, for making contracts, for consultancy work, for much, much more. I hope that by this point you get the concept. Okay. So again, check my website, leadcloud.ca, and you have a tab for Avalos Cloud Native. Okay, so we're gonna have to make the video for the connectivity from home using one Ubuntu machine through the AWS cluster in the cloud in the next video, because I just felt I wasn't in the mood to talk, and this is how it went. So how cool is that? I don't have to delete the video. I just post it, and there's no problem. It's my brand. It's me. You could be doing the same, because the moment you start speaking over here and online, right? Uh, your communication skills get better, your confidence get better, your terminology gets better. By you talking about the tech gets better. Memorize the concept: cloud agnostic, cloud computing, public cloud, private cloud. Like, it's so much, right? But then by talking and practicing is how you learn. I'm gonna show you the stacks for my brand. I only went like This is day 21. Yeah, only 21 days since I started doing all the marketing. And I'm gonna show you exactly what results that I get. I'm gonna go into personal branding right here. So this is the tool that I use to make all these videos. I use Zoom, and then I use another tool. The data here on Facebook, I reach out around 6,000 people. On YouTube, over 2,400 people. And in only 28 days. You can see the stats in here. You can see here, around here was like October 1st, now October 20. Only 28 days I'm able to do that. I'm not paying anyone to do this work for me. I do it myself, right? I have all the data here, age, country, who is reaching out, who's not reaching out. I'm doing email marketing. That's the only thing that I'm doing, but email marketing is not a huge thing. I think YouTube and social media doesn't work. I'm gonna show you day one here, day one. Well, I also did this. I went, I printed some flyers and I went online to the store, just put it there. So you can see here, October 1st, 2024. You see the day here, right? What day is today? Only 21 days. This brand is gonna take off badly because I've been there, I've done it. I know how it works. I know what people wants to hear. So what about you become your own boss, your own entrepreneur, your own technologies, your own niches, your own software, your own marketplace, your own brand, your own boss, your own everything. Love yourself. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because the future with AI right there, this is not 1990. This is not 1970s. We are going like this. And that's called the singularity, right? And now automation, web page, everything could be done with AI, right? I already say my car can save my life. I already did a few times, to be honest. Okay. You see something weird? The car will chef. The car will do his magic to save me. I tested myself. Okay. AI. And now people is putting blockchain into the Tesla cars to have records on the blockchain for maintenance and whatever is happening, right? And then you have microservices, Kubernetes in there. Wow. So what would you not be able to say, wow, I want to be part of this community, right? So I do have a server at home. I have my own server. I have like 60 gigabytes of RAM and maybe 24 CPUs. And here I run some systems too. I'm going to run the on-premise systems at Kubernetes or KAS. I'm going to connect it to all the public clouds. I'm going to cluster all these applications in a multi-cloud environment where I will cluster the clusters or the Kubernetes cluster. The cluster of clusters on a multi-cloud with cloud-native technologies, open source, public cloud too, and blockchain technologies, AI in the middle. Listen, we're just going to skyrocket, okay? So I already show you. Elon Musk is doing it. Skyrocket to the Mars. We can do and we could be anything we want. Nothing is impossible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Find me online. Come to me. Let's work together. And you know what? Rise up. Take care. Bye.